Howdy, Full Metal Cowboys, slinging a live reaction slash watch along of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender, Season 1, Episode 4. I'm here with Sarah Sev.
Hey yo.
So, Aang and his friends are in Amashu. If I'm not mistaken, they showed Jet early. They showed Azula rather early, which all I can say is I don't hate the rearrangements of their introductions, to be honest. Uh,
But I mean, it was kind of early for Jet.
Not necessarily. I would argue perhaps maybe Azula might have been a little too early in this show, but how they introduce her does still fit her character at the very least. Uh, and look, I know there are going to be diehard fans of the original show that are, gonna take some issues with certain character beats, certain story beats, being played out earlier. Like, I have accepted that this show is pretty much like what you would see in a handful of Japanese live action film adaptations of uh, what was originally a manga or anime. Uh, and I do remember at least dabbling with the live action Full Metal Alchemist film. And yeah, there were certain story beats that were kind of switched around, because they had to fit certain beats, within the constraints of a film adaptation. So, it's changes like that as well as some other examples that I'm not too upset about certain story beats being changed from the original source. I mean, hell, there's even some anime out there that kind of switch things around from the original manga, and that's just because of trying to fit things in within an episode, or perhaps taking liberties because maybe something about the original work didn't sit well, I guess. But that is a case by case basis. So, I'm at least glad that a lot of people can agree this is nowhere as good as the original show, but it's not even as bad as Shyamalan's adaptation, because I think Avatar fans can all agree that is the worst piece of Avatar in the entire franchise. Now, keep in mind, we have not seen season 2 yet, so we have no comment on that. So bear with us why, we seem oblivious to whatever season 2 had in store, good or bad. Or perhaps good and or bad. I don't know why I said good or bad. I know what I said. So, what do you think of this show so far, Seth?
I mean, it seems pretty good for what it is.
It's bumpy, especially some of the
I mean,
acting.
it's rough in places.
Yeah. And as I said, the acting's a bit bumpy in places, although Zuko and Iroh's actors are the best parts about it, without a doubt. Like, and I think that's something a lot of fans agree with, is that Zuko and Iroh are handled very well in this first season. So, yeah, which I'm grateful for, because honestly, Zuko was my favorite character in the original show, so I'm glad they didn't bastardize him throughout season 1. And again, I say just season 1 because again, I have not seen season 2 to comment on. So yeah. And I'm kind of concerned how they're going to handle Iroh and Zuko in season 2, especially some of their character moments in that original season 2. So I just hope they don't screw it up. So yeah. Is there anything else you want to add to that, or shall we just get this going? Sarah Seth?
Yes, let's get on with it.
Okay. Yeah, I am having some technical difficulties, either because my internet's kind of wonky, or Discord's just being a pain in the ass tonight. Anyway, here we go. Netflix's Avatar: The
Oh,
Last.
what?
What?
I thought it was going wonky there, but I guess you were just like
No,
rewinding
no,
it.
no, no. I was just making sure I had this so I can hit space so it doesn't end my video. Yeah, because that's happened once, and that's happened a couple times, and I don't want to deal with that shit. Here we go. Netflix's. Oh, that's someone. That's someone dragging their trash bin outside because garbage day is tomorrow as I'm recording. Anyway, here we go. Sorry about that. Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender, season 1, episode 4, in 3, 2, 1, fire. Can you hear this fine or
Yeah.
good?
Oh, is this what you told me you were pissed about?
Oh, I think this episode is one of them. Wow, I am quite excited to have this conversation.
Oh, this actor cannot act.
Wow. Man, my frame rate's a little off, and I think it's because I'm recording off. I'm recording the part of it.
Yep.
Yep, damn right.
Damn.
Toasty.
Toasty.
Into the dark. Yeah, this is the episode I'm thinking that I'll get more into this when we get there. And I don't like
I'm
Aang's
sorry, he is
actor.
acting.
I don't like Aang's actor when he's depressing because his acting is not good.
I mean, there's only two ways about it.
Yeah. What kind of fucking line delivery was that?
I don't know.
And that's why Zuko is so hot to catch me? Like, what the fuck was that?
Sorry, kid, but you can't act. What kind of acting is that either?
Oh, there's another thing I want to talk about, but we'll get there. Okay, so Sailor Sif is new to watching this version. I've already seen season one, which is why it's a live reaction and watch along.
Oh, come on. Secret tunnel.
And one of the worst changes is coming. Okay.
Whatever that is.
What about reinforcements? Oh, the bunny? That's Flopsy. Remember?
All
Boomy's
right.
Boomy's pet rabbit. What?
What?
Oh, T.
What? Why does he sound like an old man?
You do know
Okay,
that's
Spotty.
yeah.
Ew.
He did. What the fuck?
What? What?
Okay, he is as goofy and crazy as he was in the original, so okay, I'll give him that.
What? You're gonna give him a hard pass?
No, no, no. I'm saying Boomy in this was pretty on point with the original, personality wise. Yeah, don't waste water.
Oh, great. Him again. I don't remember him being this jerky in the show.
Actually, wait a minute. Katara was the one that had that kind of what is it?
Yeah, love not hate, idiot.
Oh shit!
Well, yeah, that's what you do.
Frosty!
I wish I could do that to you.
Oh hell no! You know, something I noticed about Zuko's makeup. It, it looks. It doesn't look like his burn scar makeup doesn't look that convincing. I'll point this out when Zuko shows up again, if I can remember.
For some reason, this guy reminds me of a certain somebody I will not name. What?
Oh, here we go.
Is this the part you told me about that was you were pissed off about?
You'll see.
Wait, did they get the same guy?
No.
Oh, what the hell?
Well, that's because D. Bradley Baker's a white guy, so how would that work with the role here?
What? The way he said love was kind of creepy. Please tell me they didn't kill this.
This is not the worst change I was alluding to, by the way. This is not. This is not what I was referring to. Yeah, so the change with Omashu is that instead of Oma being a man, Oma was gender bent to be a woman, thus making this a lesbian folklore story or something. Now, honestly,
What?
yeah, honestly, that's not a change I'm gonna complain. Fuck you for interrupting the song, damn it.
What?
Okay, so what is wrong with this change I'm referring to? Who is not there?
Dang.
Yeah. So,
Also, why do the birds look like chocobos?
oh, good question. So the problem I'll bring this up during the tunnel. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Keep in mind, Iroh did serve for the Fire Nation, so there's definitely some hostility between some people in the Earth Kingdom and him.
Oh,
So,
yeah, good point.
yeah. That's a pretty good tactic there. Oh, he would love Jolly Ranchers.
He would. Hey, look, swings his pony.
Swings his ponytail? Is that what you were saying? Your audio cut out there.
His ponytail swings back and forth.
Wow.
It's kind of funny when he runs.
Okay, so this is the change I absolutely fucking hated with uh this part of the original. So the secret tunnel, aside from the Omashu folklore connection, it also was serving as a foreshadow for Aang and Katara. Now, since Aang is nowhere in this part of this version, they completely remove the urban legend regarding the tunnel. So why the fuck is it Sokka and Katara in the fucking tunnel, not Aang? What the
Why?
fuck? Dude, when I realized that Aang wasn't here, I'm like, they completely fucked this over. Like, this is just asking for, like, incest fucking fanfics from this.
There already are. Oh, shit.
Well, I'd better not see some inbreeding after this visit in the tunnel. I did not do a good Grand impression based on this version. That's what I was trying to do. God, I. Okay, finally we're getting away from that. Okay, when I first saw this, I was infuriated by the change with the secret tunnel. Oh damn! Yeah, I forgot about that look on his face. Seriously. Hold on. Hold on. I will hold that thought in a moment. And he's wrong. Okay, so that this was a great scene, but why the fuck do we have good scenes and then we have just stupid fucking changes? This could have been a lot better. Like this show overall could have been a lot better if it was just handled.
Oh, is this where you told me Leaves from the Vine came in?
Uh, it's coming up. You'll see. That piano in the background, it is based on it is the same notes as Leaves from the Vine.
Okay. I don't like this version.
You don't like this version? Wait, what?
Well, I mean, like, the version that was more effective was when he was singing at the tree.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I I actually prefer that it is not sun in this version. Now, I don't know if that scene uh kicks in season 2. I, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out eventually. If the scene is there in season 2, I don't want him singing.
Meanwhile, with these two,
Yeah, so what frustrates me is that there are good moments in the show, and what we just saw, that was a great scene. So why the fuck are there changes in this that completely bastardize what worked in the original? And also, the acting could have been better with a few people, Aang especially.
I'm sorry, but this dampens it.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. I can't stand these scenes.
Was there a trial in the original?
Not really. Well, except this one. At least I don't remember. I know there was like a few trials, but
Whoa, what?
oh
Oh my god, I hate this.
no, I can't stand these secret tunnel scenes because again, what they took out. Yeah, those bird be like, oh fuck this shit, I'm out. Damn.
Damn.
Oh shit. Oh.
I would imagine that'd be very painful.
Well, at least this isn't a honey badger mole because honey badger moles don't give a shit. Well, actually, no. A honey badger mole would give a shit because whatever is edible in the tunnel, those badger moles will eat. They don't give a shit what they eat. They'll eat anything. Oh, fuck off.
Oh my god, these seeds are boring.
Oh. I'm sorry, that was just goofy fucking. That was just goofy looking.
You know, I kind of wonder if any of the others, aside from the Zuko, like actually watched the original show to get what the
Oh, you mean the original
feeling was.
actors?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean like these actors for the live action.
Well, I know Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino. They left the show because of creative differences.
What?
Yeah, I can see why, especially with the secret tunnel changes. Which, yeah, I think is the biggest bullshit with season one. Yeah, and also, I mean, yeah, how the fuck did they? It was actually Boomy that. And yeah,
Okay, but didn't this dude get freaking stabbed? Like, I
oh, in the
mean,
back,
he would not be okay.
yeah. Yeah, of course.
Better have a bathroom available. Just saying.
Yeah, because tea will make people take a piss more often. Actually, if it
Yeah, you. Saying since you drink that
oh,
dirt
there's
water
that
cup.
leitmotif of Leaves from the Vine again. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, like, having it in the series be that he's singing it is a lot more impactful than in the show.
Well, oh, okay. So in the original Avatar, like when Iroh sang "Leaves from the Vine," like okay, it was essentially okay. And he actually sings it twice. One to a little boy, which was a more which has a more happier tone. Then he sings it again in memory of his son Lutan. Uh, Now, aside from that, there is a behind the scenes explanation for why Iroh is singing the song. It's because the original actor for Iroh, Mako, uh, sang that song, which happened to be the final recording that he ever provided for Avatar: The Last Airbender because he had been diagnosed with esophageal cancer, and which he did succumb to, and he passed away 2 months before that episode aired. So that is why that in his segment of the Tales of Boston Say, there is that little note that says in honor of Mako, and that's because it is widely known that Leaves from the Vine was his final recording uh, in the role. Uh,
Dang.
yeah. Uh, but I'm glad with this episode they actually had the song used, but in an instrumental fashion because if it was sung by uh Iroh's actor here, I just think it would have been a very controversial creative choice. Especially when you factor in that Greg Baldwin, who replaced Mako, said he will never sing that song by request because he felt that is Mako's song. Like, he should be the only one to sing it, which I actually respect him for doing that. Um, so
Also, the thing I hated, Secret Tunnel. What
yeah,
the
yeah, the secret tunnel. Okay, so when I was alluding, so when I okay, so let me recap what I was saying during the viewing of this. So the change with Omashu, by changing Oma to a woman, thus making it a lesbian love story in this case, I actually didn't have a problem with that change because honestly, it doesn't really change the core meaning behind the folklore tale. It does give it like a forbidden love concept, I guess, but it's that's not really what the point of the change was, at least for how I'm reading into it. So, changing Oma to a woman didn't really bother me. What bothered me was omitting Aang from the secret tunnel scenes and switching him for Sokka. And the reason this frustrated me to no end when I first saw this. had to do with the fact that this does not tie into the Omashu urban legend and what the connection between the tunnels and the Omashu story was linked to. Because in the original show, it explicitly stated that, oh, Oma and Shu, carved a tunnel, and the only way that they would be able to, meet up, time and time again, is through a tunnel. And then, they had these crystals that light the way so they can, meet and spend time together. And this ties into Aang and Katara, being together in a tunnel, and of course, this pretty much leads into them having their first kiss, even though we don't see it. But there was an explicit connection between the tunnel and the story of Amashu. So taking out Aang and replacing him with Sokka, even though it's clearly trying to illustrate oh, it's sibling love. It's like, no, the urban legend of the tunnel is lost because of the change. And also, for those that like to write incest fan fiction,
I just looked it up. There exists such fan fiction.
you're talking fan fiction Sokka slash Katara. Is that what you're saying?
Yep,
And that to me is just gross.
that is gross.
But yeah, it just gives this like very loose like like okay, some fans who have like dirtier like taboo minds or something, they're gonna be like, oh, so they kind of so we can just kind of we could just say that there's some incest in our head canon. I'm like, no, and that is partially why I hate this change, but it's mostly because, like I said, the urban legend connection with the tunnel and the Omashu story does not add up, and I hated this change because of that. That is by far the change I have hated the most out of this remake. Now, there were some things I really liked about this episode. Actually, everything to do with Iroh and Zuko. Best stuff about this episode, without a doubt. I mean, we even get to see Iroh's actor being all badass, for a few scenes, and I loved it. So,
It's true.
but it's with this episode that I realize this show, on all fronts, could have done an impossible task. That being, it could have stand on its own, granted, probably is equal to the original. It could have equaled the original, but add to it that, stuff that they couldn't, that the original creators couldn't do with the original because of content limitations. But alas,
Weren't they also held back a lot with like what they could present?
yes, but again, the creative workarounds to get their point across, or to get their points across, was still admirable in terms of creativity. Uh, but again, what the Netflix version could have done was keep what worked about the original, take out what didn't work. Great Divide, which is not
Hey,
in.
you.
No, Great Divide is not a good episode, and it is not in this version, which, yeah, probably a wise move. Now, I've already made my point about rearrangements and all this other stuff, and, I don't need to repeat myself on that. What I do remember now thinking about this, you do notice that there's like certain things that are focused like in two episodes, right? Like you had the stuff about Aang and the Southern Air Temple in the first two episodes. Then you have the Earth Kingdom getting some focus in episodes 3 and 4 of this. Yeah, are you noticing the
Yeah,
2 episode patterns that they're doing?
yeah.
That's what I picked up after this episode, because starting with episode 5, I do believe they do focus on the Fire Nation. So we're gonna get some Fire Nation focus next time. Uh, and the
You're
last,
gonna get Aang with hair again.
I'm gonna get what?
Aang with hair again, like we did in the original.
He doesn't get hair until season 3.
Oh, right.
So yeah, episodes 5 and 6, if I'm not mistaken, they do focus on the Fire Nation. So this has to do with I guess when Roku tells him about the comet. Uh and of course the last two episodes are of course the northern water tribe. Uh Pretty much, yeah. That's gonna be an interesting yeah.
No, no, just because I know those okay, me out. Avatar, being that it was my favorite show growing up, as well, those 2 episodes were my favorite for a reason.
Oh, the last two episodes of the original first season?
No, I'm saying the water tribe part because of a reason.
Oh,
I'm trying to say reason if those who haven't seen it don't know.
well, keep in mind, like, there's a very good chance those who are watching Netflix's Avatar probably have already seen the original show. Although, and
Good
I'm gonna say this, people should actually just watch the original show first and then watch this out of curiosity because,
You're
yeah,
spoiling yourself.
yeah, and honestly, like the original has more you can watch. That's another thing too,
And
and
it doesn't have Aang freaking Katara doing freaking Secret Tunnel.
yeah, and also the Secret Tunnel song got shortened and also like had Sokka Katara talking over most of it. And I thought, fuck off with that shit. Like, why the hell do you interrupt most of that?
And it came out that D. Bradley Baker said that was his favorite part about doing Avatar, was that song.
Yeah. And it makes sense why he wasn't recast for the role on that, and it's because again, the ethnicity of the characters in the show. So, yeah. Uh, or at least
Although,
the, or at
my
least,
favorite version
hold
of
on,
his
wait, wait,
Secret
wait, wait, wait,
Tunnel.
wait, 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 wait. I wasn't finished. Sorry for cutting you off like that. Um, what I meant to say is the ethnicity of those specific characters. That's what I meant to say. Okay, you were saying? Yeah, I'm
My
having.
favorite version of doing Secret Tunnel is the Emeralds, the Comic Con version from California, I think,
Oh, San Diego Comic Con,
where he
where
just randomly gets on a freaking table.
yeah, he's like, secret tunnel, not gonna fall now. Because he was on the table when he's saying that. I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny. Um,
And he did it before you did it for your
no,
panel.
no, 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 no. I did my Avatar panel with a sing along to Secret Tunnel, but San Diego Comic Con had theirs, and it in a way it outdid mine. And I'm like, I can't be mad at that. I'm happy that happened because that was a special moment for the
Then he
fans
was
there.
crawling on the floor.
Yeah, which was funny, but yeah. This episode is pretty much the prime example of how I feel about the show. Some changes I don't like, some changes I can tolerate because it doesn't really stray away from what the original had. Yes, there is some exposition which okay, it really wasn't needed. I hope season 2 calms down on this. And there's some stuff I really like what was it? The flashback scene with Iroh and Zuko during Liu Ten's funeral. I mean, that was not in the original, and yet it is a additional scene I welcome because because it does establish the kind of relationship Zuko and Iroh have. Yes, they are uncle and nephew, but uh the thing that was so touching about Iroh and Zuko throughout the whole series is that Iroh saw Zuko as if he was his son, even though he's his nephew. But considering Zuko's character arc, he doesn't want Zuko to follow in the same footsteps that Liu Ten did. That being serving the Fire Nation and dying, in war because of something that happened. That's what Iroh is. That's the path. Like Iroh is trying to do what's best for Zuko by not doing exactly what Liu Ten did that cost Liu Ten his life. And I that whole dynamic between those two is great. And again, this is that's an element that's very faithful with this version, which I am actually glad to see. But that additional scene was a very good touch to that. I still like that scene. And and I've said before that, Iroh and Zuko's actors are the best cast members in the show.
Oh, agreed.
And yeah, and also the acting's been kind of bumpy. And honestly, Sokka, I can actually tolerate his actor because I mean, it's just that his comedic, really, his role as comic relief does feel watered down, for the lack of a better phrase. Or maybe that is a fitting phrase. Why the hell not? Katara, I think, is fine. It's Aang that is so hit and miss in this. Like,
He is like this half the
I mean,
time.
when he had that flashback with Boomy, like, you had Aang who's like, it's Boomy. Like, he goes, yeah, I got this. Like, he's like really excited. But when he's depressed, he just has this robotic acting, and he doesn't try really hard to have more emotional acting that would fit the moment. See what I'm getting at? Like, why the hell is his line delivery so wooden at times? That's what's frustrating with uh Aang's actor in this. And again, I really hope he has better material to work with in this. If should he have more of a career after this. But man, he does not make an excellent first impression as Aang. I know that sounds like I'm being a little harsh on the kid, but I really hope he considers that like constructive criticism. And again, I wish the best for him after he's done playing the role of Aang. It's just whoever directed him to act a certain way did not. He should have really thought like, "Ooh, it's a rough take. Let's try that again." You know, I don't know, or maybe he needed a better acting coach. I don't know. There was something that was the way Aang's actor delivers his lines is just off at times, and yeah. And look, there are some child actors who are great and some that are not. Uh, that's just how it is. That's how people are going to perceive certain things. And it's not a matter of like, oh, he's just a kid. Don't be so harsh on him. It's like, look, they are performing a role that any other cast member would also perform in. So, Haley Joel Osment was a great child actor when he was younger. Uh, Jake Lloyd in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, not so much. Even though he did get harassed for it, and I don't condone that shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got made fun of for Anakin Skywalker, and I think that was going too far. But what I'm getting at is there's going to be some child performances that are good, some that aren't as great, and that I think that goes for any actor in general. Just saying, you know. Uh yeah. Uh was there anything else we missed? Or did we
I don't
cover
think so.
Oh yeah, the
Because
whole
we gotta get going because of time.
what was it? Sokka and Sai, like that whole thing. Okay, Sai, I will say this about Sai because I didn't really take that much time to actually talk about him as much. So Sai, the mechanic, like he was a lot more humorous and joyful in the original. So okay, for him to be a little bit more down to earth in this version, I actually don't mind too much. And actually the actor playing him is not too bad. So here's the thing. I love the original Avatar: The Last Airbender series. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. And yet, I'm willing to look at this version for what it is. There is some good in it. There are things that don't work, and then there's bullshit changes like the secret tunnel scenes. I still hate that change. And that opinion is not changing at all. Like, I'm not gonna have a second opinion about the secret tunnel change. It is the one of the worst changes they made for this show. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I am still salty about that secret tunnel change. Like changing, switching aim for Sokka was a terrible change. Just because it makes the whole urban legend about Omashu not make that much sense in terms of the context of, or more like changing Aang to Sokka just did not connect with the Omashu legend, with the tunnel. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this? I know I've been rambling again. It's look,
I I'm I think we said enough.
yeah,
Also, due to time.
I know, and yes, I know. I am a fanboy of Avatar. I can't help it when I ramble about something I really care about, and uh
Calm the
hey, you know what?
down.
You know what? Other people have their own. Other people go, the extra mile to express how much they care about something. With fandom, so it is fair game. Anyway, yeah, like Sarah was saying, due to time constraints, and honestly, I think we've said enough. Even though I was doing most of the talking, I know.
Are you gonna cut me off my monologue again?
No, so let's wrap this up at long last.
In the name of the moon, till next time.
And yeah, we're halfway into the first season of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender, and yeah, we will continue with episode 5 of Netflix's Avatar season 1. And I take it, Sir Sif, you're sticking with us until season 1's over?
Oh yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I just hope season 2 makes improvements. Although, I should say that for the end of this season. I'm getting a little jumpy here. So yeah. Anyway, until next time, take care.